If the shoe fits at any point, it's okay. You wanna do better? Let's do better together. We all have toxic traits. Some of us interrupt people while they're talking, and some of us seem personally invested in making Jeff Bezos a trillionaire, even though the questionable ethics of his company have been repeatedly exposed. Oh, you still buy off Amazon? But the difference between just having toxic traits and being toxic is intention and intensity. If your intention is to hurt people, get a reaction, make them feel how you feel, then you might be treading that line a little bit too closely on the toxic side. Yes, we all have our moments where we've been hurt, we have our defense mechanisms that flare up, but we don't have to stay there. It doesn't have to be a constant thing. Self-awareness is key. Intensity refers to how often you stay in that place with different people, in different places, and across time. If any of this sounds familiar, or if you are just trying to do your best to guard and make sure that you don't become a toxic person, make sure to keep watching. Problematic people don't care who they hurt and how. Progressive people are always trying to do better. So here are some problematic traits and what you can do right now, starting today, to fix them. Your problematic trait, you interrupt people while talking.
That's so true, Liz. You sing a lot too. Especially during they all sing.
Now, a lot of us are prone to this. Sometimes it's by accident. Other times you just want to add your comment before the topic changes. Others of you feel like, you weren't really listened to as a kid, and the only way that you could really share your opinion is if you were louder than everybody else. Because some of you, not that I can relate. But here's the problem. When you interrupt people, it kind of shows that you don't care about what other people have to say, and you believe that your voice is the only one that matters. No one else has anything important to add. Get off your high horse. Everybody deserves to be listened to. Everybody deserves the respect. And we all been interrupted and felt that frustration when you really wanted to get that point across, but the subject changed or people weren't listening anymore. So if you know how it feels, why would you do it? A new progressive trait. Listen to people when they talk. Listen. Don't always be the first to speak up. Sometimes just listen. Wait for somebody to finish their sentence before adding your thought. And who knows? Let's think about this. You might actually learn something. And if you accidentally interrupt, just say, oh, sorry, you were saying? When the whole group moves on in conversation, be that person who still listens and lets that one person finish what they wanted to say. Everybody admires that one person who still pays attention to what they're saying, even after everyone else has moved on. Be that person for somebody. By the way, if you want me to make a video on how to be a good listener and how to practice active listening, just let me know down below that you want to see that video. Lots of teachers, lots of friends of mine have said that I'm really good at this, so I'm going to share it with y'all. We're going to work on something. Coming soon. Your problematic trait, you insult people for fun.
You need to be trying to get an education because your looks ain't going to get you paid. Because you're not that cute. And your hair is uneven. You look dusty.
Now, let's not lie. We've all been part of a good roast session. We all like that friendly banter, but there's always a point where things go a little too far. Past the point where somebody's just not laughing anymore. If you go overboard, you're bullying. You're a bully. And we all know that one person who just doesn't know when to stop. Are you socially inept? Or do you just have an ugly spirit? Which one is it? People will always remember how you make them feel. If they always feel bad around you, they're gonna start avoiding you eventually. And honestly, who can blame them if all you ever do is make them feel bad about themselves? A new progressive trait. You will hear me say this time and time again. Read the room. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I used to do this. I used to bully my friends. Oh, to be fair, they bullied me too. We were in a very toxic friendship cycle.
You're a victim.
I'm not perfect. I never said I was perfect. Something that I learned growing up was to read the room. Fulin zeba. Open your ears. Pay attention to how people are feeling. And if you notice that you went a little too far, that you hit close to home, take it down a few notches, go to them after the fact and talk to them about it and be like, hey, I noticed like after this point, you just kind of weren't feeling it anymore. And trust me, even if they play it off like it didn't matter, they will appreciate that you actually cared enough to check up on them. And who doesn't appreciate that one person who notices when somebody's not okay and tells everybody else to chill? It's attractive. That's the kind of thing that can take a 4 to an 8 real quick. Bonus points. If you're that type of person who pays such close attention to people and you know exactly what to roast them on, you can use that power for good. Pay attention and find out what you can compliment somebody on that not everybody would notice. Nobody's ever too big to apologize. The inability to apologize is a sign of immaturity. And in this new decade, guys, it's time to grow. We're doing better. We're bettering our friendships, bettering ourselves. Side note, guys, for those of you who enjoy content like this is exactly what therapy is like. You come in there, you tell them, okay, these are my problematic traits. This is what's not working in my relationships. They help you pinpoint those problems and they're like, okay, this is what you can do better. So a lot of y'all are like, oh, I don't need therapy. Most of y'all who be saying you don't need therapy are really the ones who need it the most, and it's okay. It's okay. Just try one session. Okay, you have to try at least like 2. The first one's usually getting to know you. Try 2 sessions, 3 sessions. Keep an open mind. If you still don't like it, you're still not getting anything from it, it's okay, you can quit. But all I'm saying is a lot of you need therapy, and I really recommend your problematic trait, talking trash behind people's back.
When I leave, you want to keep doing this. But then when I come around, you don't want to post up.
Now, let's just admit something. A lot of these toxic traits feel good in the moment. You feel like you're connecting with people on a deeper level. You feel like you're being real. But what do you want to be known for? Do you want to be known as that person who's always complaining about everybody else, who's always exposing people's business? It's not a cute look, guys. A new progressive trait. Instead, take a step back. It's okay. Just hit the brakes on that real quick. Reverse a little bit. If you feel like you're about to just expose something that the other person doesn't necessarily need to know, let's use some discernment. Is this actually necessary? Does this person need to know these details? Is this something that I can just tell God about? You can, guys, here's the thing about prayer. You can tell God anything. You can tell God anything, everything that you really want to just spill, all those annoyances, you can pray about that. I promise you. It's okay. You can work on those traits with God. It's like therapy. Like I said, lots of us need to be doing it just a little bit more because it would actually make a huge difference on a lot of our relationships. Examine your intentions before saying something about somebody that they're not even there to defend themselves for or tell the other side of the story. Not everybody needs to know what happened, you know? Think, does it actually add anything to the conversation? And if you do want to give a cautionary tale, my advice is keep all names out of it, keep details that would identify who the person is out of it, and focus on the lesson, focus on the message that you learned from the situation rather than the details of what was done to you. And give people the benefit of the doubt. Maybe they don't even know that their words affected you like that. Maybe they don't even know that they said something off or did something off that you didn't appreciate. Instead of telling other people, save all that and tell the person that you have a problem with that, hey, I felt this way when this happened. Something that I live by that has never steered me wrong. If you can't say it to the person's face, don't say it behind their back.
So, how about you just say it to my face, the things you've been saying about me?
Step 1 to change is self-awareness. If you're watching this video, you're already on the right track. So keep going. Do the work. Practice. Change those little habits and add new positive ones. And watch the world around you react to you in a positive way. Your sky will be bluer. The birds will chirp louder. You'll be able to sleep at night. And I heard being unproblematic does wonders on the skin. I will warn you, once you start making these changes, people are gonna start noticing. They're gonna wanna be around you more. You're gonna attract a lot of people. People will love your company and you'll never be alone on your birthday. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to give this video a like if it was helpful in any type of way. Share this video with whoever needs to see it. Keep it cute, okay? Don't be messy. And subscribe for more content. Stay classy, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.